What is good, clouded people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, sneaking into Elon Musk's son's rocket ship so I can jump off in space and grab onto Uzi's arm while he's being pulled into the door leading to another dimension, because as we all know, it very well may lead to the Perfect Love Tape 2 later this year. But we're not here to talk about that upcoming album today, at least it's not the main focus, in that we were blessed with a new Uzi snippet last night in which it sounds like we're getting the old Uzi back with the heavy melodies rather than the hard Philly rapper known as Baby Pluto, who has possessed Uzi's body for quite some time now. But before we get into the snippet, Bob Gang featured comment of the video is from Marcus Woods, who said, "At this point, Uzi is gonna grow a whole foot before Cardi drops." I don't even know what that means, but he's partially right, I guess. It's looking like Uzi about to drop 15 albums and retire while killing Poor the Elderly with a magic toilet seat before Cardi finally pulls his head out of Iggy's ass like he's an ostrich. I hope not, because I really want a whole lot of red, but the hype is dying down, unfortunately. But back to the topic, new Uzi snippet showing signs of his old flow. Let's talk about it. Okay, so last night while your boy was sleeping oh so comfortably on my girl's hard mattress that felt like Playboy Cardi's vampire casket, an Instagram page called 6Buzz TV somehow got a hold of an Uzi collab with another rapper named Pressa, who Uzi has given a feature to in the past on his song 420 in London, produced by Murda Beats over a year ago. By the way, Pressa is a Toronto rapper who has some minor hits in his repertoire, like his music video Canada Goose featuring Tory Lanez with over 20 million views. All I gotta say about this dude other than that is mans need to get a haircut because he legit looks like a Michael Jackson clone. I seriously thought he was a woman for half the video, just lip syncing to a man's lyrics, so he need to get dreads or cornrows or something to improve his image before he starts scissoring young MA on a daily basis. But as I was saying, the 6Buzz TV IG page previewed a new collab with the two rappers Pressa and Uzi at the studio dubbed Eat It that resembles Uzi's old flow back in his first Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World project and Perfect Love Tape.
What's up?
They all see me. I can't see you. Feel like Stevie. You can eat me, but I can't eat you. Cause they like the burritos in my Facebook. I might race you and then we can chase you.
Obviously, there is definitely a possibility that this song is old, however, it had never been heard before, and with how rampant Uzi leakers and snippet vault holders are nowadays, in my opinion, it's impossible for an Uzi snippet or old song to never get out in some capacity, whether it's a banger or Uzi accidentally sharding while recording his ad-libs. I mean, kids these days are trading leaks and snippets like they're double-used tampons from their crush. Therefore, this snippet is most likely relatively recent. The bad news though is that this is probably not his song, as Uzi likely would not feature Pressa on a song due to their massive difference in audience size. Uzi ain't out here giving away all the clout to smaller artists unless he getting a big check, but we can expect another Uzi feature similar to 420 in London released by Pressa last year. On the other hand, there is also great news, at least in my opinion, in that Uzi is switching back to the old flow, relying almost entirely on melodies. We had a great time with Eternal Take and Baby Pluto giving back to the streets of Philly with a much more hardcore rap flow, but I think it's time to go back to the old ways. Uzi does not belong to the streets. He belongs to the emo kids wearing women's shirts and purses while walking with their feet pointed in like we just got pegged by our big titty anime chick last night. If you replay the song too, you'll notice the beat sounds very similar to EXO Tour Life, just another instance of Uzi going back to the old ways, collaborating with TM88. He had me worried for a bit though, not that I didn't like Baby Pluto, you won't find a bigger fan of repeating Balenci 15 times in a row than me, but the flow gets repetitive after a few songs and we need Uzi to sing so the demons can finally take us all to hell, because anyone can rap, but nobody can sing melodies like Uzi, and after all, it is how he blew up in the first place. Nonetheless, there's still a chance he rocks with Baby Pluto in the future, shown from his tweets about a month ago or so, stating, "All Baby Pluto vibes, this sound like the streets and knee deep in the streets right now," and that's fine as long as he still sprinkles in some old Uzi in between the releases, and I believe he will because of his tweets a few days later after the Baby Pluto references, responding to fans about his old flow, saying, "They want that old Uzi for what though? That's an upside down cross wearing cutthroat," which to me sounds like a lyric cause cutthroat kind of rhymes with what though, but Uzi continues in his response to, "We just want that sound, not the devil," with AA sound or yeah, which is exactly the sound he utilized in his most recent snippet with Pressa, wherein you can hear the classic yeahs between lines at the end of the video. Last thing before we go, if you didn't catch my last video on Uzi teasing his next project already most likely releasing in 2020, there were multiple hints towards it being the sequel to The Perfect Love Tape, and the old flow would fit perfectly on such a title, just as Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2/Eternal Take Deluxe gave us the Uzi we wanted all along. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, piercing my nipples with upside down crosses to truly feel the energy from the Snippet and old Uzi coming back to us. Let me know in the comments if y'all like Baby Pluto or old Uzi better. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest Uzi, Cardi, and hip hop news, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Next Whole Lot of Bob song is dropping tomorrow, so get ready for that. Peace out, kind of people. Not saying.